How we work at Nexen differentiates us. We are a Canadian-based oil and gas company with operations in strategic locations around the world. Everywhere we operate, from the North Sea and the Gulf of Mexico, to offshore West Africa, Canada, Yemen, and Colombia, our commitment to working with integrity and fulfilling our goal of growing value responsibly is the same. It's not only what we do, but how we do it.
I was hiring a safety professional to come and work for us. And he came to do the interview, and I asked him, why do you want to come and work for Nexen? And he said that he was in an off-site session with his company, and they were a fairly well-known company. And he said that the CEO went up onto the whiteboard and he wrote one word. He said he wrote Nexen on the whiteboard, and he said, "We want to be like these guys. We want to do things like these guys do." So he said, when I saw that, I've been looking ever since for an opportunity to come to work for Nexen. So when I look at that, I mean, that to me really shows that we're doing some things right, and we're being seen doing them right.
I've been working offshore in the North Sea for 23 years now, and I've worked for oil companies and I've worked for contract companies, and this is by far the best, and that's a genuine comment. I mean, that's real.
One of the most enduring tests of success is when other people come to you to ask you, how are you good at this? How can you be good at all of those things? How can you operate in a challenging environment like Yemen, where you haven't had production interruptions, you haven't had contract renegotiations, you haven't had new environmental rules that in many countries have been designed to confiscate assets. When people come to ask you how you do that, I think that's the greatest form of flattery and a real confirmation of our competitive advantage in this area. So to me, in the end, integrity is really about how we all behave to create better futures for all of us.
How we work to respect and support each other creates a healthy and safe working environment.
Integrity, it's about respect.
Our commitment to respecting employees, communities, and the natural environment is how we create long-term business value.
I think at the employee level, respect breeds self-esteem and makes you feel good that you're doing the right thing. I think at the community level, showing respect builds trust. And in the end of the day, that's what provides us with our societal license to operate. And I think at the broader stakeholder level, it's what builds our reputation.
Working professionally means that we are expected to demonstrate competence, commitment, respect, and a high level of integrity. Our culture and success as a company are defined by our values and the daily decisions we each make.
When I worked offshore as a night drilling supervisor, the Nexen employees, they are very much in a minority. We have numerous service companies and contractors out there on the rig, but we need to make sure that every operation that's done on the rig is done to Nexen standard, the way that we want it to be done. So that involves a lot of discussion, a lot of collaboration, getting everyone on the same page and making sure that we can work through the job as we'd want it done.
Working professionally means coming to work every day knowing that how I conduct myself will have a positive influence on the people around me and the suppliers that we deal with.
Working responsibly means looking after our business to ensure our future success. We are all responsible for protecting our assets, communicating honestly, and making informed and ethical business decisions in our daily work.
It's about having people supporting you doing responsible actions, and when you know that you're going to be supported doing those things, your everyday work just becomes that much easier.
The nature of our business means that potentially there are risks, and there's risks in when we go out to explore for our oil or our gas. There's risks when we drill wells and complete them. There's risks when we put in pipelines. There's risks when we operate those wells for 10, 15, or 20 years. To do those things responsibly is all the difference. It means sending your people home at night safe to their families. It means you're trying to leave a small footprint of where your operations were when you reclaim them at the end of the day. It makes you feel good. It aligns with the values you have.
We work collaboratively by building and sustaining relationships that demonstrate fair treatment, trust, and respect. By honoring our values and commitments, we build a strong foundation of trust with our suppliers, communities, partners, and stakeholders.
I think working collaboratively brings value to Nexen, to our communities that we work in, by helping us really understand the opinions, the views, and the issues that are of concern to our communities because of the projects that we're doing. As a result, we gain respect from communities because they feel like we've listened, we've heard, and we've done some things to mitigate.
Honestidad, respeto, colaboración, trabajo en equipo, transparencia entre las personas que nos rodean, con nuestras comunidades, con nuestros clientes internos, con nuestros clientes externos. Eso es trabajar con integridad.
At Nexen, every individual counts, and we are all accountable for making a difference.
Having a culture of integrity is something that it just doesn't happen. It's a collection of individuals who make decisions day in and day out at the highest level of integrity. So it's not just something that stands by itself. It's every individual's responsibility to take and behave in the way that is consistent with our values.
I believe integrity is really the foundation of everything we do. It's not a part of a process, it's not part of a project. It's really the foundation.